What is up, Virgo? How are you all doing? Guess what time it is, man? It's bonus time. Time for your April 2025 bonus reading. So, what I'm doing when I do bonus readings is I'm looking for details, situations, or whole scenarios that did not make it into the first round of monthly readings. All right? So I do have a special announcement to make. First of all, if you're in need of a personal reading, the information is in the description of the video. And the announcement is for the month of April, I've decided to release another course from my school. And I was thinking all March long which one to release next. And I think that in light of Aries season, the start of a new cycle, the end of an old cycle, the true steps to healing is the next course I'm releasing. That's important, man, because in the spiritual community, you hear everybody preaching healing, but you don't hear anybody teaching it. Everybody will tell you that healing is your number one priority. Healing. You need to heal from this, release this, whoop, whoop, whoop. But the last time I looked, there was nobody out there explaining how to do it. So that's what I've done in this course. So for those of you who need assistance in regards to that, the link for that is in the description of this video. All right, let's jump on into this. I'm starting this off seeing if there's any details I missed about the past person. Let's see if there's anything else Virgo needs to hear about the person from the past. Anything I missed? Anything that got left out? Anything else we can tell Virgo about the person from the past? If you're not here inquiring about a person from the past, this is not for you. All right, there we go. Let's see. Boom. Ooh, got that Page of Swords, though. But the Hangman. See, I wasn't going to speak on it yet. I've learned my lesson on that. So, I think this person is contemplating whether or not to break the silence. They're contemplating it. They're thinking about it, right? With the Two of Wands there. They're weighing out the pros and cons, waiting for the right opportunity. But that's all this is telling me. By the way, they're not waiting with open arms. They definitely got their guard up. Probably because and I know I've already said this to y'all. But this comes through so strong that in their mind, they think they already know what you're going to say. Because knowing you probably already done ripped them a new asshole. Probably ripped them a couple new assholes, didn't you? Oh, but, I mean, it looks like they want to talk to you. It looks like it. But they're just afraid, probably afraid of what you would say. Afraid of what you would say. It could be an Aquarius for some of you. I also have Pisces and Aries here. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Okay. I also have Libra hiding in here. All right. Well, let's see why. Why do they want to talk to you? What are their feelings and intentions? What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Past person Virgo dealt with. Person Virgo dealt with in the past. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Six of Wands. Magician. Ace of Cups. Devil reversed. Okay. So this is gonna sound funny. This is going to sound weird. Where do I even start with this? They're wondering if you just so happen to regret anything or miss them or have changed your mind or changed your stance. Like, say, for example, you caught them in some bullshit, you know? You kept calling them out on their bullshit. And they profess their innocence, even though you caught them red-handed. And now they're wondering whether or not you've slid back on that and are starting to believe that you falsely accused them. You know, I know this sounds nuts, man, but I'm thinking that this person still got feelings for you, and they're wondering if you missed them yet. Lover's card reverse, though. Yeah, they miss what y'all used to have back in the day. But see, this is what's so confusing about it. Because when you see this right here, I would say this person has feelings for you and wants to be with you. But then when you see this shit right here, it's like, well, do they? Do they really miss you and want to be with you? Or do they just want to see whether or not you've actually moved on? You know? Maybe that's what it is. I think they're just driving themselves nuts wanting to know how you feel about them. They probably have not been very successful in their little journey to try and replace you. I don't honestly think this person knows what in the hell they want. I don't think so. We do got King of Cups, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, though, so I do think they got feelings for you. And the Six of Cups, indicating that they do miss you. But I don't think they're planning to, like, come forward and actually genuinely apologize or genuinely work on themselves. I don't even know how to explain this, dude. How the fuck do you explain that? They're not planning on changing anything. They're not planning on doing anything different. They're hoping, in this person's little fantasy world, they're hoping that you will have a change of heart, realize that it was all your fault, and apologize to them and bend over backwards and just do everything their way. I know that sounds so stupid. I don't even like hearing myself say it, but that's the energy that I'm getting here. Is any actions being taken? Is this person taking any action? Four of Swords reversed. Justice. Nah, probably not. Probably not unless they see the right opportunity. Which I don't think they will. What's the advice for Virgo with the past person? What's the advice? What's the advice? Ooh, Knight of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Well, first of all, if you're wanting communication, it's probably going to have to be you that does it if you're looking for communication anytime soon. And for those of you who just absolutely have to communicate with this person, I would highly recommend that you keep them at a considerable arm's distance while you test to see if they've really made a genuine change. Have you ever been in a situation like that where somebody comes back into your life and you want to see if they've made a genuine change? You ever done that? It's tricky, dude. It's really tricky. Thank you, Jacqueline, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. It's really tricky. I'll tell you what I do. I've only been in situations like that very few times. What I do though, see, I'm the type, now this is just me, okay? I'm not, this is not tarot advice. This isn't spiritual advice. This is just Rich Lop, the regular ass dude, and this is the way I handle shit. I'm not saying that my way is right and your way is wrong. This is just what I do. If I catch you lying to me, I'm going to automatically assume that everything that comes out of your mouth is a load of horse shit. Nope, nothing that comes out of your mouth means anything to me if I catch you lying to me. In order to regain my trust, I'm going to have to watch you be honest to everyone for at least 6 months. I'm keeping you at an arm's motherfucking distance. And I'm not even really paying attention to your interactions with me, because of course you're going to be putting your best foot forward. I'm going to be hanging back in the corner watching your interactions with everyone else. I'm going to be watching how you treat your family. I'm going to be watching how you treat your friends. I'm going to be watching how you interact with everybody in all other situations and scenarios in your life. And 9 times out of 10, they slip up. And you see them talk behind their friends' back or lie to their family or something like that. And it's like, yeah, you ain't changed a goddamn thing. You ain't changed a goddamn thing. You can put on a real good front for me, but if I hang back in the shadows and watch you intermingling with everybody else, and you still lying, you still being deceitful, you still being two-faced, you ain't changed shit. So, yeah. Keep this person at an arm's distance and watch them very closely and very carefully. Be careful with that. Be careful with that. They can change. Not saying that they can't. You just want to watch and make 100% sure that they have first. All right. What am I doing next? Oh, yeah. New person. Let's see what's happening with Virgo and the new person. Newest person in Virgo's life. What's happening in April? Virgo and the new person. Oh shit, 10 of Wands. Hang on. Ooh, Ace of Cups reversed. Hermit, that's you, boo-boo. And the 9 of Swords. What? And the 7 of Wands. What's going on, dude? What is going on? I think you're seriously questioning this person's intentions. I don't really know if, because we got the King of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So we know that the King of Swords is arguably the most emotionally detached man in the tarot. The Knight of Cups is emotional, but the Knight of Cups is just kind of emotionally immature, you know, the kind of love bombing. And then when you have both of these, maybe this person sends you mixed signals. Maybe they come on real strong sometimes and then get cold, you know, back and forth and hot and cold and on and off and in and out. And I think it's just making you real nervous and weighing on you. You're wondering whether or not maybe this person just wants nothing more than a sex-based connection. There could be some kind of addiction issue here as well. Yeah, but something with the 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands, something's weighing on you. Something feels off. Something feels seriously off. You're not feeling very easy about this connection at all. Could be a Taurus for some of you. Also have Capricorn, Cancer, and could be a fellow Virgo. Could be anybody, y'all. Those are just energies. Let's see how they really feel about you. What's their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? How's this person really be feeling about Virgo, universe? See, Page of Cups, they got feelings for you. They do. They're just emotionally immature, I think. Now, we talked about the Knight of Cups. The fucking Page of Cups is even more immature than the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups again. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. This person's just emotionally immature. King of Cups reversed. Yeah, they got feelings for you. They're just very, very, very emotionally immature and very, very afraid of rejection and abandonment. Very afraid of being abandoned and rejected. So I don't think they were ever really taught how to cultivate an emotional connection with anyone. Usually, when energy like this comes through, it stems back to childhood. You know, like they grew up in a single parent home or something. I don't know. It just usually stems back to childhood. They never really cultivated an emotional connection with anyone ever. So they don't really know how to show it, don't really know how to express it. Don't really know how to handle emotional situations. Lover's card, though. They're actually hoping that you're their fucking person. Looks to me like these intentions are pretty solid, yo. But, like I always tell y'all, it doesn't matter what their intentions are. If you're not able to pick up on their intentions, that'll still lead to the demise of the connection. It still will. I tell my personal clients that all the time. That's probably the most frequently asked question that I get. How does this person feel about me? And it usually has to do with somebody that they're actually involved with. And I'll tell them, yo, just to let you know, no matter how this person feels about you, even if they have nothing but the best of intentions in the world, if you're unable to pick up on that, that's still a big problem. Still a big problem. Thank you, Davis, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see how this plays out for the next 60 days. How's it playing out for the next 60 days? You're losing interest. Losing interest, man. I think this is kind of pushing you away a little bit. Seven of Pentacles. You're not abandoning this. Five of Pentacles reversed. You're not abandoning this, but you're losing interest. You're really seriously questioning whether or not this is worth the time, the effort, and the energy that you're going to need to put into it if you want to build a life partnership. So, yeah, you're not abandoning this, but you're starting to lose interest and, like, seriously lose patience. Oh, damn. Well, if it keeps going that way, you'll probably walk away in May. Well, let's get the advice then. I don't even know. I'm not even going to throw any of my 2 cents into that. Let's just see what comes through. What's the advice for Virgo and the new person? What's the advice? Queen of Coins reversed. Hang on. It's not ready yet. Eight of Swords reverse, Moon card. Temperance, dude. Look, okay. See, this is tricky. This is tricky. Because when you're dealing with immaturity, now I know that has negative connotations assigned to it. But immature isn't intrinsically bad, right? Because you can have the most benevolent intentions in the world, but if you're immature, that don't mean nothing, you know? So if you need this person to change and they don't possess the psychological faculties to actually make the changes they need to make, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Only thing you can really do is just deal with it and accept them for who they are. It's all you can really do. Now, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not saying do that. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just telling you that this person, at least for now, and I mean, if you're dealing with a grown ass adult in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, that's probably for the rest of your life, honestly. That's probably about the only thing that you can do is just accept it and say, oh, okay, well, that's who you are. That's what I picked. So fuck it. It is what it is. You is who you is. Ain't nothing I can do about that. Again, I'm not saying do this. I'm not saying don't do this. I'm saying that's about all you can do here. You cool with that? Open-ended question. If you are, cool. Y'all might be able to build a life partnership. If not, though, you might want to boot, scoot, and boogie. If not, because I'm not convinced that this person can become the person you want them to be. At least not anytime soon. But if you could accept them for who they are, y'all could probably have something happy. All right, let's shift gears here. Your love interest. Let's see if there's any other details that Virgo needs to hear about their love interest in April. Anything I missed? Anything I left out? Anything else important Virgo needs to hear? 5 of Pentacles reversed. Hang on. Ooh, Page of Wands reversed. 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands reversed. Oh, shit. Why is the goddamn fucking drama card always be coming out for everybody in this reading? So, Death reversed, 5 of Pentacles reversed. I think you would like to be able to go explore other options, but you just can't seem to bring yourself to abandon this situation. You're having this internal mental battle. There's a part of you that feels like this person's just playing mind games with you. You should just walk away from this and end it. There's another part of you that's holding on to hope. That part of you that's holding on to hope is holding on for dear life. And you're having a really hard time walking away from this. You think you should, you just can't bring yourself to do it. But, I mean, oh man, see? Tower card. The tension is building. And building and building, and if you're not careful, it could come crashing down. But you're still having a hard time moving on from this. What the fuck? Okay, we're going in circles. Going in circles. This is you right here, all out of your element. Way out of your element. Questioning yourself. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus. I also have Scorpio, Aries. Could be anybody, y'all. Those are just energies. Let me see how this person be feeling about you for real. How does this person feel about Virgo for real, for real? How they feel about you for real, for real? Moon card. Could be a Pisces for some of you. Two more shuffles. Two more. Two of Swords. They don't know how the hell they feel. I had a feeling either that or the Two of Wands was going to come out. Had a feeling. Five of Swords. Well, that's a fucking death cocktail. King of Cups, King of Swords reversed, Page of Cups upright. This person don't know who the hell they want to be with. Two of Swords and Two of Wands. I think they probably have a choice between you and at least one other person. At least. But it's almost like they have FOMO. They're afraid that if they settle down with this person, are they missing out on that person? And if they settle down with that person, are they missing out on this person? They don't know who they want to be with. They don't even know. They don't even know. So, yeah. Page of Cups upright, King of Cups reversed. They don't know how they feel. Don't even know who the hell they want to be with. Lover's card reversed. I don't even think they're ready to settle down for real. All right, well, let's get the advice on this. What's the advice? Advice for Virgo and their love interest. Ooh, Devil card reversed. Don't let this turn into a sex-based connection. I know some of you have already been sexually intimate with this person, but if you haven't, don't do that if you're confused about their intentions. When you fuck somebody, y'all's energies get tangled up like a tangled up ball of fishing line. You know that, right? I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. I don't care how spiritually awake you are or how awake you think you are. When you fuck somebody, y'all's energies get tangled up like a ball of fucking fishing line, dude. That's why it's not fucking smart to just be fucking people willy-nilly, especially if you don't know what the hell they really want. I know there's some people out there who talk a real good game. I get it. But just be smart about that. Be smart about that. It can take a while to detangle somebody's energy out of your aura. It can take a while. It's taken me upwards of 3 years to fucking get somebody's energy out of my aura before. For real. Oh, but at some point you're going to have to draw a line. At some point. At some point. By the way, I don't know if this helps you or not, but this person is not your fucking divine life partner. You know that, right? If this was your divine life partner, it wouldn't be this goddamn confusing. But I do think that this person is serving as a block that's weighing you down and holding you back from vibrationally attracting that person in. Being energetically attached to this person is weighing you down and blocking your divine life partner from coming in. But how do you release it? I can't tell you that. Can't tell you that. There ain't no words in the English language that can describe how to let go of something. You just got to get to the end of your rope. Got to get to the end of your rope. You know, at what point do you say, nah, fuck this, man? It shouldn't be this goddamn confusing. It shouldn't take that fucking long. It shouldn't, you know? And I get it. I've been there. Oh, man, I've been there. Oh, I've been there. I've been there. That's why on my journey, I've been there so many times. Again, let me tell you another little behind the scenes fact about me. Again, this isn't tarot. This isn't spiritual advice. This is just Rich Leah, the regular ass dude, and the way I handle shit. Maybe it's the right way. Maybe it's the wrong way. I don't fucking know. This is just the way I handle shit. Once you show me who you are one fucking time, We done. I don't care who you are. Romance, friend, acquaintance, business partner. You show me your true colors one time. We done. We done. We done. Dun 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 dun. I'm done. You know why? Because I've repeated enough toxic cycles with people on my journey over and over, and I've given so many fucking chances over and over. And every single time, if they do it once, they'll do it again. And they'll do it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Once they show you who they are, that's who the fuck they are. That's who they are. That's who they are. That's who the fuck they are. Period. That's what I've learned on my journey. So that's why I got to a point where I ain't repeating cycles with nobody. 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 You show me who the fuck you is, we done. Later. Later, tater. Later. Nope. Nope. I don't care. Nope. We done. So learn where to draw the line at some point. Draw the line somewhere. You're like the second sign I've had to give that little speech to. I don't remember who the last one was, but yeah. All right, y'all. Well, I feel like those were the messages that my Virgo family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, the information for personal readings is in the description. And for those of you just now tuning in who missed the beginning of the video, for April, I've decided to release another course in my school. This time, the course I decided to release is the True Steps to Healing. I figure Aries season, the beginning of a new cycle, the end of an old cycle. There's a lot of people still holding on to a lot of fucking karmic ass baggage. And in the spiritual community, everybody preaches healing, 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 and, you know, releasing and letting go. But nobody fucking tells you how to go about healing from something. You know, it's a process. It's a long, drawn out, extended process of playing with your perception and trusting your perception. And I break it down in that course. Okay. So the link for that is in the description as well. All right, y'all, I'm out of here now. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.